PowerBliss support. How may I help you?
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm wonderful.
Do you have time to help me out?
Yes, I can. Sure. How may I help you?
Okay, great. Listen, I'm starting a career in voiceovers, and I created a little home studio in my closet. Nothing fancy, just, I still have some clothes in there, and I heard that was okay because it helps absorb the sound. I also put some acoustic foam, on one side of the wall, and I have like a heavy blanket on top of me just to kind of keep the sound in. My question is, when I do sample and I hear it back, it's the voice, or it sounds a bit muffled. And I'm not sure if that's just me. I'm not sure if it's the mic. I'm not sure if it's just how the closet is treated, or just me not understanding the audio engineer part. Because, like I said, I'm still kind of scratching the surface with Audacity, which is the audio, thing that I'm using to do my voiceovers.
Okay, that's the interface that you're using there. Okay, first thing you can start with, instead of being as concerned about the actual closet or the sound booth that you've created, take yourself out of the sound booth, take yourself out of it, and then start working with the EQs. The EQs determine the actual sound quality as to what you're recording. Now, everyone's resident voice, either you have a lot of bass, mids, or highs. So first into choice is when you record yourself, listen to it and find out, as you've described, as muffled. I have a muffling issue my own self. So what I have to do is I have to take the mids out of my EQ on my recording to actually give a more crisp and clear balance of my voice texture. You'll need to do the same. And then you'll start with the mids, and then start with the bottom, and then add a little bit of highs to it, and then record yourself.
Now, when you say that, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay, well, let me go in a little bit more depth. Now, the software that you have, do they offer you in the recording portion the ability to EQ or change the EQ of your mic before it starts recording?
Yes. As far as the effects, there is an EQ option. I think, you know what, give me a moment. Let me just get in the software real quick, and I can tell you exactly what it says, or what it has, excuse me.
Okay. While you're doing that,
Okay.
are you running your microphone directly into your computer, or are you running it into a mixer first and then into the computer?
The microphone is hooked up to the interface. I have a Scarlett Focusrite.
Okay.
So I have an Audio Technica mic 2035 hooked up to the Scarlett, a Scarlett Focusrite.
Okay. Now, does that Scarlett actually have any EQs on the channel that your mic is connected to?
I'm still learning the lingo. So is that the same as the gain?
You have a gain.
Knobs, or that's something different?
Well, right below the gain, now let me explain what the gain is. The gain is the initial how much volume is coming from the microphone into the device. Okay, so that controls there. And then between it and your actual volume lever, which should be another lever that's either up or down, or it's a knob, which is your volume as far as going into the interface afterwards. Now between there, you should have, it's optional or it may not, but it should have an EQ, which should say high, mid, low. Do you have those things?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I don't have that on my interface.
Okay, so only thing you can do is your post-production EQing. So once you record yourself, then you're going to have to rely on the software to allow you to do these EQs that I'm speaking of now.
Right.
Okay, and once you go into any software program, if they have an EQ, you'll see the high, mids, low. You don't want to be as concerned about any effects, but merely the EQ. And the ones that's going to fix your issue is starting with the mids and then working with the lows. And then as you listen to it, see if it gives you the sound quality that you want in the playback.
Okay. For Audacity, when you say EQ, I think they label that as filter curve. I don't know. Oh, actually, there's a graphic EQ and there's filter curve.
Okay. Well, in the graphic EQ, which is showing you, when you speak, you'll be seeing it fluctuating up and down, showing the signals of each one of the highs, mids, and lows in that graph. But do they allow you to be able to manipulate the sound in that same section? Let's see if I can pull this program up. What was it called again?
Audacity.
Spell it for me, please.
It's AUDACITY.
Oh boy, I used to use that a long time. Oh, that was one of my first learning software. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great for just uncompressed audio and mixing it. It also gives you multi-channels, but let me see where they are nowadays.
Okay.
Because they got the advanced tools. Do you have just the free version, or do you have the pro version that you could purchase?
I have the free version.
Okay. Okay, it does have an equalizer. So equalizer is actually, EQ is abbreviation of equalizer. So maybe if I say that, you might click on equalizer and it should give you a row of levers.
Yeah, it says graphic EQ and it is some level.
Okay, now.
And each level, they have it at, in the middle part.
Right, okay. Which, that is like what you just say is the 0 dBs without going into, I'm going to keep it really non-technical. But of course, once you're at that level, that means exactly what you have recorded is what you're listening to. Now, when you go above that level, you're either adding additional mids, highs, and lows, or if you go below it, then you're decreasing from the normal texture of your voice lower. Does that make sense? So, in this instance, you have a choice to play with. Now, usually from the left to the right. The left is starting from the lows to the right to the highs. Okay? So you'll then be able to, in this case, you're going to start with the mid section, which is let's just say the levers in the middle. So if you play back your audio recording and start decreasing the middle level, you'll start hearing your sound changing, which will adjust to what you're looking for, and you just get to play with that EQ till you get the normal sound that you want to use, which complements your voice.
Okay, because it has let's say about 20 levels, so it's a matter of just kind of playing with it.
That is right. But what I'll say, just for sake of argument, of course there's 20 levels, so you would say the number 10th lever is the signal for the mids, okay, to start with. Okay. So you're going to start between 8 and 12. Let's say those lever numbers between there, you start working with those to bring down the muffle. That's going to take out the muffle, the puss, the P's and the B's that you might hear in your voice. Those will actually eliminate a lot of those. And then once you get it a little bit better, then you'll go to the furthest to the left, to which are the bass. You'll move some of those down as well. And if necessary, you'll go to the far right and add some more highs to give you that clear, crisp high tone until you find what you like. But you're going to want to possibly invest in a mixer before going into this software, or at least get a piece of software that will allow you to manipulate the EQ before it actually starts recording. And then once you get that, you'll save those settings. For sure, the software should allow you to save the EQ settings. If you like what you sound, you should be able to save that, so you won't have to go through those settings again. But that's a good thing.
Alright, well, you know what, let me play around with this and see what I can do, and I definitely appreciate you helping me out with this.
Not a problem. Whenever you're ready to look at some other softwares, because there's some available that have a little bit more flexibility, because I do know this software was more geared for already compressed audio, not necessarily for creating, for audio wise vocals. It's good for already compressed made, and you just adding effects to it and whatnot. cleaning up something that you already have, but
Right.
I see it has an editing tool, but not editing to where it's going to help your issues. If you notice, it has noise reduction and click popping. So this was more designed for those if you had a cassette tape and you wanted to, record it in there and then try to take some of the popping noise out. It's good for that. But you're going to probably need something that's a little bit better for, for your vocals, for you to record in audio.
Okay, and I definitely will be open to hearing some of the other recommendations you have with this as well.
Okay, not a problem. Whenever you're ready, we can discuss that. We'll keep it groovy.
Okay.
Make sure you're sounding good.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And one other thing, if you'd like to come to our studio, we'll be more than happy because we love doing voiceovers, and we would like to help you do that. And also, then if you do come, I will actually show you this EQ portion that you're about to learn and actually see how the graphics should look, so you can kind of have a hands-on feel.
Oh my God, that is heaven sent. I definitely will love that.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Yes, that would be definitely beneficial for me.
Okay, well, just schedule a time. Let me know. I'm pretty open this week, and maybe we can get together and just do some voiceovers and give you a little small training, and then suggest some of that software for you.
Man, that sounds so great. Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, then, all right. Well, give us a call later and try those few things out, and then we'll schedule time with you, all right?
You got it.
All right.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.